2nd, 2016. There is so much going on in the world tonight and, well, this week that we're going to be doing a 2-hour planetary healing circle. And yeah, it's cutting darkness off from their energy sources and giving energy to everything that's light. So, get out your crystals, and you might want to call your friends that love to do group work and invite them to come in and join us. It is whale season in Hawaii, which is where I'm at right now. And my goodness, there is nothing more trippier than sitting here while I'm doing radio from my living room and watching the whales go by in the ocean. I'll tell you, it's a really good time to come to Hawaii. And I'm sad to say that I'm back in Facebook jail. And for those of you that didn't know that Facebook had a jail, oh, they do. And if you post too much about enlightenment or anything on that level, or try to start an enlightenment movement in 2016, they slap my patties and they limit the amount of groups. And if I go over it, posting the groups, then I get put on what we call Facebook jail, and it's like getting a timeout where you can't post or make comments on any groups, but I can communicate with individuals. What I like to say, what did I get in jail for this time? Well, there was a group in meditation, world meditation for peace that was happening yesterday, and I was posting and asking people to join in. So for posting that, I got put in Facebook jail. Whoa. I'll tell you, it's a growing crowd. Censorship definitely abounds, and in the most subtle ways. So why are we doing the Planetary Self-Healing Circle tonight? Well, the Earth and all life forms certainly need the help. And like I said, there's so much to work on. So what we're going to do this evening, we're going to do an energy balancing curse removal, but we're going to do it with a slight twist. And we're going to do it for the Earth herself. Now, as you give, you also receive. So look at it that you're going to do this in selfless service, and don't think about yourself. And put your intent into the prayer, into helping the Earth release all kinds of negativity that she's holding on to. And, as you give, you receive first. So you're definitely going to get all that energy and the vibrations and everything that you're going to receive, as if I was doing the soul retrieval for you, but it's actually going to be much more profound because you're doing it in selfless service for somebody else. And in this particular case, it's the Mother Earth. And then we're going to do a little bit of DNA repair. And, we definitely need that with all the things that are in the air and Fukushima, the radiation and all that. And then we're also going to give some attention to Governor Snyder, Republican from Michigan. And if you don't know who Governor Snyder is, he is a really piece of work. I mean, this guy is so dark. Nothing shines around him. He makes slugs look really good, okay? So he lied to get elected in Michigan, and then when he took over, he just started to destroy the state. Took away social programs, started to, of course, get rid of the unions. He would go into cities and say, you can't really run your city well enough, so I'm going to put a city manager in there who really starts to wreck the city. And the worst, the creme de la creme, is the people of Flint. Now, they used to get their water supply from Lake Erie, which is pretty clean, and now they're getting it from the Huron River, which is full of lead. So they're being poisoned by lead, and Governor Snyder has ignored it for the longest time. Why? Because Flint now is mostly a city of all blacks. It's all color. And if you really look at it, he's doing a genocide of black people in the state of Michigan. So he's ignored it. And then finally, after years of complaints, he's declared a state of emergency. Now, this was done, as far as I'm concerned, with criminal intent. He ignored the situation. It was put in front of his face. He did nothing to help those people. And he allowed all those women, men, and children to be poisoned by lead. So we're going to give him a little bit of attention. Now, next Sunday, of course, is the Super Bowl 2016. And, you know, if you've ever watched the Super Bowl, they like to do a lot of dark satanic rituals during halftime. So this year, and I've done it in the past couple of years, we're going to do a lot to cut the ties to that energy and negate that ritual work that they're doing. And then, you know, that brings us to the celebrity sellouts. Well, you know, who are the celebrity sellouts? Well, they're the ones that are very famous. And you don't get to be famous unless you sign the contract of Satan, and then he will promote you. And you get money, fame, glory. But you also have to push forward the reptilian, the satanic Illuminati agenda. So all those people that you're seeing, all those stars up there that are on the Super Bowl, and you watch, you know, you have to look really, really closely. And I like to play a game every year, especially with the Super Bowl. And yeah, I like to have a Super Bowl contest because, I mean, come on, if they're going to do their dark satanic work, why can't we have a little bit of fun too? So is this mocking their rituals? Well, of course it is. But, you know, if they're going to do it, we're just saying we're paying attention and we're going to neutralize everything you're doing because we actually see what you're doing. So when you watch the Super Bowl halftime, if you've never done this before, okay, you know, first off, who are the celebrity traders? Okay, they're the people that are doing the songs and the dance. Okay, what is the name of the ritual? And if you go online, everybody's going to be talking about the Super Bowl, and trust me, you will know exactly what rituals they're doing. Now, you really look closely and you'll see all kinds of Illuminati signs and symbols and their costumes. You know, like a headpiece that may have devil's horns, or, oh, Miley Cyrus is really famous for this one, you know, sticking her tongue out. And that's actually, you're invoking the goddess of Kali, the goddess of death. Their costume colors could be red and black. And, you know, some of them do sex magic on stage. Okay. Now we're going to clear out all that energy. And then we're going to do a little bit more work after that. And we're going to cut the ties and minds from Earth and all life forms that Satan has. You know, when you're going to bring in enlightenment, you have to go down to the very hardest and go to where nobody wants to look, and you got to bring the light in. And once you shine that light in, you know, these guys are nothing. Their magic is nothing. And then we will probably round it off by helping reptilians reconnect to the Creator. You know, if this is how we manifest world enlightenment, but a lot of times you have to neutralize all that dark energy that's being done out there in order to go forward, so it's not affecting anyone else. All right. So let's get together. Let's go to start doing some energy work. And for those of you that are going to participate, I want you to put your feet flat on the floor, sit down where you're comfortable, put your hands in your lap. And if you got a crystal, you know, put the crystal in your lap, hold it in your hand. Crystals will amplify where you're at, and it'll amplify your energy. And we really need all the energy to amplify our work as we can, because darkness and those that are satanic are so friggin' organized. You know what I mean? So I want you to start taking some gentle deep breaths. And as you're doing that, I want you to feel yourself also reconnect to the Creator and feel all that incredible high energy come pouring into the top of your head and just come pouring into your body. And with every breath, you start breathing in this beautiful divine light. I want you to imagine yourself in this huge stadium, and it's packed full of all kinds of people from all walks of life, all wanting enlightenment and all ready to do some divine service. And in the center, we're going to put this huge Earth Keeper crystal, my Earth Keeper crystal, and we're going to ask my 1,000-pound Earth Keeper crystal to expand at least 10 tons. It's a big stadium. We need a big crystal to amplify our work. And now I want you to feel this energy flow through and just feel it come out of your heart chakra. And as you're doing that, I surround each and every one of you in a bubble of golden flame. I add to that the blue flame of protection, the violet flame of transmutation, the green flame of healing. And I seal you in the pink flame of love. And we're going to call to all your teachers, guides, masters, and we're going to invite them in to help us with the energy work we're going to do for you and the planet. So I want you to close your eyes, and remember you're breathing deeply, gently, and look to imagine in your mind's eye that you've got people to the right of you, people to the left, and you've got this huge circles. And in each row, it's another circle forming. So there's many, many circles in the stadium. And of course, we've invited all the divine beings to raise the energy. Sai Baba, Shirdi Baba, Prima Sai Krishna, Jesus, Mother Mary, Kuan Yin. We invite the angels, the archangels, and all the other groups that are doing light work, and everybody that's listening to add their energy to what we're doing tonight. And allow that energy to flow down your right arm and feel it now flow to the person to your right, and a circle is formed, connecting everyone together. And now allow that energy to go to the left. And as the circles flow to the left, the energy flows to the left, the circle is now closed. So only that which is light may enter. And we're going to call to the trees and invite them in to take the energy and send it into the earth through the roots and through the branches, allow it to flow out so humanity and all life forms can feel it. We call to all the rocks, stones, crystals, minerals, all the earth keepers out there to lock into the earth keeper in the center and amplify our energy 100,000-fold. We call to all the grids, ley lines, meridians, domes, obelisks, pyramids, all the sacred and holy spots to lock into this light circle now. And I ask that each one of you receive the healing that you need tonight, and that the Mother, Father, Creator guides us into doing not our will, but thy will be done. So take one more deep breath and exhale out everything that no longer serves you. And as you inhale, feel this incredible high energy come pouring into your body. And as that's happening, we're going to do a curse removal energy balancing for the Mother Earth. And in the center of the earth, the stadium above the Earth Keeper crystal, we're going to place the Mother Earth in your mind's eye. I want you to see her gently rotating. And now remember, as we're doing this for her, you're also going to receive this energy. So I want you to imagine this incredible high divine healing energy coming down from God and coming into the Earth's crown chakra, wherever that is. We don't care. It's just going to come into the crown chakra. Let's not get into details. And allow that energy to flow through the chakra and flow through the Earth's consciousness, reconnecting her to the Creator. And now imagine that energy flowing out of the Mother Earth's third eye. that point of the earth that represents her third eye. And now feel that energy flow down even farther and feel it come out of that point in the Mother Earth that represents her throat chakra. And take a deep breath. And as you exhale, feel her throat chakra clear up and expand and open. And now let that energy drift down even farther. And let that energy now flow out of the heart center of the Mother Earth, wherever that is on her. And there could be many places. And as this energy flows through those centers, that heart center, see it open and expand. And now allow this energy to drop down even farther and see it coming out of the solar plexus area for the Mother Earth. And as you take a deep breath and exhale, imagine that chakra, solar plexus chakra, opening up and expanding. And now feel that energy flow down even farther and feel it come out of her belly button chakra. And as you take a deep breath and as you exhale, see that energy, that chakra open up and expand. And now let that energy flow down even farther and feel that energy come out of her sacral chakra. And as you take a deep breath and you exhale, that chakra opens up and expands for her. And now see that energy flow down even farther and allow it to come out of her root chakra, wherever that is on the planet Earth. And it could be more than one spot. And as you breathe in light and as you exhale, see that energy open up and expand for her. And now we're going to allow this energy to flow all the way down through the earth, touching every cell, atom, molecule in the earth, raising her whole energy up to a higher level, to a higher vibration. And now I want you to take a gentle deep breath for the earth. And as you exhale, I want you to imagine the earth releasing everything that she's held on to that no longer serves you. And imagine that energy going through the violet flame back to God, and she fills up with her divine essence. And as she's doing that releasing, we call to Michael the Archangel to come forth and cut all ties to any energy she's taken on that's not hers. Whether it's from friends, relatives, acquaintance, strangers, ET, reptilian, human, whatever the race from whatever planet that could be on the earth that's done harm. And as that energy is gently released like an onion skin, it all goes through the violet flame back to God, and the Mother Earth fills up with more of her divine essence. And now we want Michael to come forth, cut all ties to patriarchy, genocide, rape, incest, slavery, prostitution, persecution, circumcision. Wow. Removing any energy overlays that's around the earth that's keeping her from connecting with the Creator, and filling up with her divine essence and raising her energy, her frequency to a higher frequency that's closer to the divine, that is the divine. So take a deep breath, and as you exhale, allow that energy to integrate in a gentle, kind, loving way with her cells, atoms, molecules, going all the way down into her DNA. Now you want Michael to come forth, cut all ties to reptile, dinosaur energy, secret societies, organized religion, anything satanic. Cut all ties to any oaths, vows, curses, hexes, rituals that could have been done to the Mother Earth, past, present, future, on any of her sacred sites, going backwards and forwards from the beginning of her creation to the end of her creation. And as that energy is peeled off of her too, like an onion skin, it all goes through the violet flame back to God, and see the Mother Earth filling up with more light. And now we ask Michael to come forth and cut all ties to any effigies that have not only been used against the Mother Earth, but is of the Mother Earth being used against somebody, some human form, or even the Earth herself. And as ties to all those elementals are cut, we call the violet flame through them to clean it up, the angel light energy to heal. We release all that unwanted energy back to God, fill them up with love, and we command them to be neutral or only emit love. And now I want Michael to come forth, remove any energy implants that have been done to her, anything that could have carried over from any other creation that she's had. Now, this includes fracking, anything that's dynamite, oil drilling, radiation, HARP, anything like that. So we want Michael to come forth and remove all stick, pin, needles, or knives that's been done to her, and remove it out of the Mother Earth's crown chakra, her third eye, her throat, heart, solar plexus, belly button, root, feet, hands, spine, her eyes, ears, nose, mouth, hips, teeth, anywhere in the Mother Earth that's out of balance. And as you see all that energy just being pulled out of the earth very gently, we send it through the violet flame back to God, and we call the violet flame through the Mother Earth to help her transmute and release that energy. And we command those elementals that are being misused by all those satanic dark people to be put in positions of harmlessness. And again, I'm going to call to Michael to come forth and cut all ties to patriarchy, genocide, rape, incest, slavery, prostitution, persecution, removing all energy veils that are around the earth that's keeping her from, and all life forms, from connecting to the Creator and becoming spiritually awake beings. And as that energy is peeled off of her, like an onion skin, it all goes through the violet flame back to God, and she fills up with more of her divine essence. Now, if there are people out there that are directing any kind of dark magic through rituals or voodoo or even just dark thought forms, directed at the Mother Earth and doing it on any grid, ley line, meridian, dome, obelisk, any of the sacred spots of hers, we're going to ask them to stop and step forward in the light. And if they choose not to, which is their free will, we ask their higher selves and their guardian angels to put them in a position of harmlessness now. We surround them in a bubble of mirror. The mirror faces them. It's 2 inches from their nose. And as long as they do any dark work, that energy stays contained in that bubble. And we're going to put the violet flame through this bubble of mirror to transmute that energy. And the bubble of mirror will stay up 365 days a year, 24/7, until they do works of good. So we're going to call to the Mother Earth's consciousness, her higher self. And we're going to ask that her divine blueprint for perfect health, the one that was created way before anybody was really on her and living on her, or very few people. So allow that Mother Earth, and we're going to ask her higher self to activate that divine blueprint for perfect health. And we're going to ask that it manifest in the Mother Earth now, and we're going to see her coming back to life and regenerating and healing herself. And also see her, we give her permission to take back all the energy from all the gold, all the minerals, the silver, anything that's been taken out of her and misused. We give the Mother Earth permission to take it back. And as she takes back all this energy, even if it's from other planets, people that are wearing gold that are misusing that energy, see her take it back. And as she takes it back, she's going through a healing. And she's becoming one. All her fragments are coming back together. And with every cosmic breath the Mother Earth takes, see her getting stronger and healing herself, becoming dominant over Monsanto, healing the bees and all the life forms, and sending out on the planet everything that she knows the Earth needs so the Earth can heal itself. So now fill the Mother Earth up with so much light and love. And as you're doing this for her, you are also receiving a healing. So I want everyone now, we're going to take a deep breath and we're going to release the Mother Earth and that energy. So let's do a little bit of DNA repair work for yourself, for your family members. So again, feel that divine energy flow down. And we're going to put in another bubble of light in the center of the stadium. And I want you to put in all your family, your friends. And let's put all life forms in this. Okay, so we're going to call to the higher selves of everyone on the planet Earth, all life forms, and ask permission to do the DNA repair for them. All right, let there be light in the name of the presence of God, which I am. Through the magnetic power, the sacred fire vested in me, I command. I call to everyone's higher self and ask that the higher self now allow all strands of everyone's DNA to reconnect and be realigned with the divine with such a high healing energy that will keep anything from affecting the DNA and mutating it for any reason. See all strands of everyone's DNA reconnect to the Creator, allowing the DNA to keep its proper divine shape, healthy and functioning. See all dark veils that are around our strands being cleansed by the violet flame, and everyone reawakening to their divinity and spiritual connection to the divine. Let us direct this high energy to all fetuses, human, reptilian, mammals, fish and birds, all life forms being carried in the mother's womb. And as this high DNA healing is directed toward the fetuses, we see them forming perfect and healthy. As our DNA strands are being healed, we become healthier. All our spiritual psychic abilities are open and are enhanced, with everyone integrating their abilities in a gentle, kind, loving way. Everyone is excited as their newfound gifts, using them joyfully in service for the planet and all living on her. People all also using their new gifts to heal themselves, the elementals, and taking divine creation to new heights. See anyone and everyone in Japan and everywhere else on the planet who is now being affected by any kind of unnatural, excessive radiation, being sent an extra veil of light to protect their bodies. See their DNA reconnecting to the Creator and sent mass doses of healing energy that will help correct any possible DNA altering. And let this be a gentle, kind experience. As everyone awakens, they realize that they can create heaven on earth, being given answers for all challenges on the planet. From neutralizing radiation on the planet, for God does not give us a challenge without giving us the answers to solve it, to healing the waters, air, ozone, you name it. Divine creation will work through us to heal it. As our DNA is reconnected to the divine, it also cuts all ties to anyone who has tried to genetically alter all life forms in any way, including all genetically modified food. And see our food supply, whose DNA has been altered in any way, also reconnecting back to the divine and being filled with such a high healing divine energy that all life forms are allowed to go back to their God created shape and function. We ask that all other life forms, including all sea life, reconnecting their DNA to the Creator. And as all life forms reconnect, see them becoming healthier, including all unborn fetuses. We also see all other life forms being filled with an extra light energy to help protect them, whether they are on land or sea. I command that the angels go forth to anywhere there is any Tesla drill machine that is being used to alter humanity in any way, and to be cut from their masters, filled with the violet flame to clean it up, angel light energy to heal it. Now we command those machines to break down, misfunction, stop working, and to keep breaking down. I call to the higher selves of anyone running the machines and ask they become dyslexic around them. See all programs that have our genetic codes being scrambled and are go invisible as we put lots of magnets on all the hard drives connected to those machines. Let's call to the rats, mice, fleas, flies, snakes, mites, mold, and dust to make nests in all this equipment. See all those machines breaking down now, and that includes the HARP and any of the cell phone towers that's sending out frequencies that are trying to manipulate us. I call to everyone's higher self and ask that your divine blueprint for perfect health is activated and put into motion. Let this integrate in a gentle, kind, loving way with your cells, atoms, molecules, going all the way down into your DNA. And always, nevertheless, not our will, but thy will be done. So take a deep breath, and as you exhale, feel all that unwanted energy being released. And we're going to take and release that bubble of light to go out and manifest. So, all right, take another deep breath and feel that divine high energy again flow through you and going out your hands, your heart, throat, all your upper chakras, and it's going into another bubble of light. And in this bubble of light, we are placing Governor Snyder of Michigan and the whole Michigan Republican Party and any of the Democrats that are working with them in a position of harmlessness. Let there be light in the name of the presence of God, which I am, through the magnetic power, the sacred fire vested in me, I command. We call to Michael the Archangel to cut all ties that Governor Snyder and the Republican Party have to any black magic that is keeping them in power. We cut all ties to all their money sources, including the Koch brothers. We send this money energy back to God to clean it up. Now let's send all those money sources back to the poor and those that are standing up to the governor, including all recall groups like Michigan Rising, the Michigan Teachers Association, and all the unions. We ask that these groups receive lots of donations and excited, fresh volunteers to make the recall and prison time for Snyder successful, replacing Snyder with a compassionate, kind, awakened spiritual being. We remove all energy veils that are around all the people living in Michigan. As they reconnect to the Creator, see them becoming conscious beings filled with all kinds of divine inspiration on how to remove Snyder from office. Imagine all the attorneys working on removing Snyder from office, being divinely inspired on what they need to do and say to not only take their case forward, but to also win, removing Snyder from office. We see Snyder being recalled and removed from office now. We see Snyder being recalled and removed from office now. We see Snyder being recalled and removed from office now. If it's for Snyder's highest good, And for the highest good of everyone in Michigan, let Snyder be sent to prison for all his crimes against the people of Michigan. We cut all ties to all the executive orders.
Hello, everyone. Bear with us. Cathy's call dropped for some reason, and we are trying to get her back. She is doing a blessing, and I think it would do us all good at this time. And there she is. Back to you, Cathy.
Haven't had that happen in a long time.
No, we haven't. And disrupted your line of thought there. Well, I'm going to mute and let you get back.
Okay. So we cut all ties to all executive orders that Governor Snyder has written and retained in the office of the Great Seal. We violet flame them to clean up all dark energies. Now we reconnect all those orders to the Creator and command them to be neutral. No more forward movement. All black magic, giving this energy being canceled, cleared, and neutralized. We now see all Governor Snyder's executive orders being rolled back and stricken from the books. We cut all ties to Snyder's 180-day agenda, and as this is done, all forward movement stops, dissolving the 180-day agenda completely. We cut all ties to the energy of Snyder's relentless positive action, again seeing this energy dissolving to nothing with no more forward movement. We cancel clear Snyder's new emergency financial managers law that allows for corporations to make land grabs from the poor. We see this energy also being neutralized and dissolved to nothing. No more forward movement. Let this land be returned to their rightful owners. We call the higher self of Governor Snyder and all Republicans and Democrats trying to keep him in power to step forward in the light of God. Stop acting like Nazi reptilians. Leave all the social programs and citizens' rights intact and roll back all laws that hurt the mass general public. Clean up the water in Flint and any other water source that is polluted. If you choose not to, which is your free will, I ask your higher selves and guardian angels to put you all in positions of harmlessness. Let awakened spiritual beings take your place. And if that means you are recalled, then may the recalls gain lots of forward movement now. We call Snyder's higher self and ask that he leave the small farmers and unions alone. And if he chooses to continue the harassment, I ask his higher self and guardian angel to put Snyder and all his rich supporters in positions of harmlessness now. We call the higher selves of all law enforcement to also reconnect to the Creator. And as they become awakened spiritual beings, they see through the governor's plans and choose not to cooperate, siding with the people. Let them become more conscious of all the income and benefits the government has taken from them, choosing to become the protector of the poor, standing down on all orders that is against the Constitution. And this also brings the law enforcement people much joy and pride as they become good cops. We see Snyder being recalled and removed from office now. We see Snyder being recalled and removed from office now. We see Snyder being recalled and removed from office now. If it's for Snyder's highest good and that his karma be returned to him now for what he has done, including his loss of all money, all supporters of any kind and all power, let the magic of protection be removed from around him and his plans now. If it's for his highest good and for the good of everyone in Michigan, let Snyder be sent to prison for all his crimes against the people of Michigan. We see Governor Snyder being replaced with an awakened spiritual being who will correct the harm that Snyder has done. If Governor Snyder has earned prison time again for his actions, I ask that the law of karma be put into action and Snyder receive his just rewards times 100,000-fold. I step out of the way as it's returned to Snyder and all rich Michigan Republicans and Democrats that are supporting Snyder. We see them all being removed from office in a way no one will be hurt nor harmed. So fill this circle up with light, this bubble of light, and let's take a deep breath and release it. So again, feel that divine energy flow down through you, through your arms, your hands, your heart chakra, and see it forming another bubble of light. And in this bubble of light, we're going to put in all your divine missions and your divine purposes. And we're going to ask Michael the Archangel to come forth and cut all ties to any energy that is stopping you from moving forward, stopping you from manifesting what you need to manifest to be successful. Well, let's put in all the light workers and all the people standing up for the planet Earth in this bubble of light. And let them recharge and regenerate. And, put yourself in that bubble. It's a huge bubble. You can do it. And feel that energy charge. Feel it flow through your chakras. And as that energy is flowing through your brain, allow it now to connect with their creator and see everyone becoming such an awakened spiritual being full of all kinds of divine thoughts and being able to serve their divine purposes and manifesting so much abundance that they're also able to share it with others who are less fortunate and need the help. And in this bubble of light, I also want to put in all your heart's desires. And you may not even really know what it is, but we're going to ask your higher self to put it in that bubble, your heart's desire. And we're going to ask the Creator to give it energy and bring it right to your door. And that when you see it and you get it, you recognize it. And you're thankful and grateful and joyful, and you talk about the miracles in your life. And let everyone fill up with this incredible, intense joy that goes to your cells, atoms, molecules, all the way down into your DNA. And I'm going to ask that tomorrow you all experience divine bliss, that you're just happy. And when you're all of a sudden you're going someplace or doing your thing and you find yourself smiling and you're just content and happy, that is divine bliss. Feel yourself wrapped in this very warm cocoon of high healing energy from the Creator, protective energy. And it's going to go with you everywhere. So we're going to fill this bubble of light up with light and love. And we're going to take a deep breath. And as we exhale, release it so it goes and manifests on the planet. So again, take a deep breath. And we're going to form another bubble of light. And in this bubble of light, I want you to put everyone that you know that's sick. You might even want to put yourselves in this bubble of light again. And we're going to call to Michael. And as you put everybody in the center, see them sitting on tables of angel light or laying on tables of angel light, sitting in angel light chairs. And that angel light actually giving them the energy that they need to heal and untraumatizing everything that hurts and that's out of balance. And we're going to send them energy now to their heart. And let this energy give them the energy so that they can heal themselves and let it fill their body. And we're going to call to the Creator to send them whatever healing they need and whatever modality will work for them the best, and let them be open to receiving and actually putting that healing into action. So again, let's just keep sending these people in the center all this high energy. Just let them recharge, see them regenerating. And we're going to send that healing energy not only to their heart, but it's going to go to anywhere in their body that they need it, that they need that extra warmth of light. So keep filling it up with light and love and much light, and they're getting brighter and they're having more energy. But we want actually everyone, when we're done with this and we're done with this bubble, to be able to sleep later. So let this energy integrate in a very gentle, kind, loving way with their cells, their atoms, their molecules, all their internal organs, going all the way down into their DNA. And if it's time for people to sleep, then let them get a really good night's sleep and integrate also while they're sleeping. So we're going to fill this bubble up with light and love, and we're going to take a deep breath now and release it. Now, for those of you that are going to do the next circle, you might want to take a short break and go get some water and go do a bathroom break. And for those of you that are not going to do the next circle, you need to ground. And those of you that are doing light circle, you don't need to ground because you're just going to get high again. Okay, so don't pay attention to this. And for those of you that are not going to, have to go to bed or whatever, feel the earth energy. Put your feet flat on the floor and feel the earth energy come up your feet. And with every breath, as you're breathing deeply but gently so you don't hyperventilate on me, feel more of that earth energy flow up your legs. And as it flows into your body, you start to ground. You become very centered, very clear-headed. You're not lightheaded anymore. Very clear-headed, and you're centering with every breath. You're open to new possibilities. You're very creative. Feel yourself grounding even more. Now, if you have a piece of hematite, I would ask you to grab the hematite, and so that grounds you even more. If you don't have that and it's not too bitter cold outside, go outside, put your hands on the tree, and imagine yourself sending excess energy to the tree, and then ask the tree to send you energy back, and you'll immediately ground. It is very important that you do ground because it's a karmic thing. You're working with a lot of people. You can be very spacey. And, I don't want you to have an accident or, do something because you're spacey. Unnaturally, I'm not talking about a pot high. So again, if you are going to go on to the next segment, which we're going to do energy work on the soul, the Super Bowl, and cutting the satanic Lucifer energy from the entertainment industry, and cutting ties and binds the earth and humanity to Satan. It's a really pretty powerful next hour and energy work we're going to do, and it's all needed. So I thank you very much for those of you that have worked with me today for this hour. Thank you for your energy. You're doing selfless service. And I know you're not doing it for the reward, but I'm going to ask the divine creator really to send you something really lovely for the effort that you're putting in. Send you a heart's desire. And for those of you that really love to do group work, and other people that are like to do group work and they're still up, give them a call. Ask them to join in. If you got a crystal, go get the crystal. It will amplify your energy. And, we need it. This is the tools God put on the planet to help us bring in enlightenment in. It's not a gun. It's not a weapon. It's the earth. It's a crystal. But when you understand what all the rock stones and minerals do on an energy level, now you got some pretty profound tools. So, it's also very cool to go get that, go buy it doesn't have to even be a really pretty crystal. A 50-cent broken crystal will work. And it'd probably be really happy because you're working with it. And it's not laying on the ground being neglected. It's being used. So this is the Quantum Leap Let Light Unite show on Revolution Radio at Freedom's Lips. And Revolution Radio is listener sponsored. We really depend on you and your donations to help us get through and keep us on air. And if it wasn't for you, we wouldn't be here. I wouldn't be able to do live shamanics work. So, oh, there we go. That's break. So for those of you going to do circle, go bathroom break, go get a drink of water, and we'll be back shortly. Well, welcome back, everybody. This is Cathy Bilsky, the Quantum Leap Let Light Unite show, the second half, February 2nd, 2016. And again, this is Revolution Radio, and it's listener sponsored. Like I said earlier, we really depend on you for donations to keep the station going. None of us gets paid. It's all volunteer. And without you, I wouldn't be able to do shamanic light work like this. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty incredible, I have to say. What a gift to be able to offer you this kind of shamanic energy work and to be able to link up with such a large group. You know, it rocks. And we are making a difference on the planet. Believe it. If you do want to find out more about me, you can go to my website, which is www.angeliteom.com. And I have all my healing tools. I have a couple books. One you can actually download for free. And I have the curse removal there that you can download for free. Just look under free healing. Healing products that are really incredible. They're made out of angelite and crystals, and they glow in the dark, and they'll last about 75 to 100 years if you don't have a little kid throwing them on the ground. And even then, you can piece them back together, and they'll work. They're awesome for pain and stress release. You don't need any batteries. The only batteries you use are what's coming through you. And now you can also find me. I'm all over YouTube. That sounds so dirty, doesn't it? I have a lot of shows up on YouTube. I also have the curse removal up on YouTube, so you can experience that again if you need it. Or I have the shamanic soul retrievals up there and all my past shows that you can listen to. I'm on Google Plus, LinkedIn. I'm started to become a Twitter whore, and I'm on Twitter now quite a bit. I do a lot on Facebook. A lot of the power prayers that we do daily, I post there. Even if I'm on Facebook jail, you can still find me under my Cathy Bilsky or Cathy's Angel Light Crystal Miracles and Joy, which is the name of my store in Honoka'a, Hawaii. Or you can find me under Catherine Marie Bilsky, which is the public name. You can also, we have the Enlightenment Movement 2016 website up, and that's Enlightenment Movement 2016 at shutterfly.com. And we have the daily prayers listed on there, so everybody can join in as a group. And if you sign, if you join, you'll get these daily. And you're really adding your energy and helping us really, go into that age of enlightenment quicker, which is the whole point of what we're doing, right? All right. So for those of you that are going to do another light circle, then I invite you to come back in and sit down, get comfortable. I hope you've got your crystal by now in your hand to amplify the work. Feel yourself reconnect to the Creator, and in your mind's eye, see that you're back in the stadium that's filled with all kinds of high energy, happy people, all wanting to do light work for the planet and to do service work. And feel yourself link up with all these people. And the more people that as we all link up together, the stronger the energy and the stronger the vibration and the stronger the light work is. And of course, in the center is the big Earth Keeper crystal. So I'm going to want you to take a deep breath and release everything that no longer serves you. Imagine that energy going through the violet flame back to God, and you fill up with your divine essence. And feel that creator energy now just flow into from the top of your head, flow down through your body. And now allow it to come out your heart, your upper chakras. Let it flow down your arms and out your hands. And we're going to form another bubble of light in the center. And in this bubble of light, we're going to put the Super Bowl power prayer. So let's join our creative energies together as one voice. In the name of the presence of God, which I am, through the magnetic power, the sacred fire vested in me, I command. I call to the Creator, the angels, spiritual hierarchy, and all the cosmic beings of light to give us their assistance in negating all negative thought forms of destruction tied to the February 2016 Super Bowl, replacing that energy with positive, peaceful, constructive thoughts. We cut all ties to all fear that is being perpetuated by anyone, including the movie industry, regarding the Super Bowl again, replacing the fear with constructive, positive thoughts. We ask the Creator to neutralize all sculptures, symbols, including all satanic worship and rituals to Osiris. We command the angels and all cosmic beings to interfere with all plans of mass destruction and any sacrifice of any human being during the Super Bowl, before or after, as well as neutralizing all satanic plans for creating chaos, going backwards and forwards hundreds of thousands of years. We cut all ties to any music and all symbols that refer to the destruction of the Super Bowl by any kind of weapons, cleansed by the violet flame, healed by the angel light. We see this energy being reconnected to the Creator, now commanding all elementals to be neutral. We see all symbols, prophecies, and all music losing their energy, as well as all forward movement. As prophecies may be changed, we put all our creative energies into seeing the Super Bowl football game being a joyful, safe event. We ask, O Creator, that all elementals of war, such as guns, explosive, knives, bombs, landmines, trigger mechanisms, planes, rockets, weapons, drones, all nuclear weapons, computer gases, germs, satellites, electrical towers, microwave towers, biogenetics, sound waves, and weapons, as well as advanced weaponry that we may not have even thought of. Example, any off-planet technology that is meant to destroy any life form on Earth and the Earth herself, and voodoo effigies that are being asked of her to destroy any life, human or elemental, on any level, be commanded through the sacred triangle of humans, angels, and elementals to misfire, disintegrate, choose to malfunction, or generally be harmless and take the path of love. We cut ties to those that may want to create the illusion of an alien invasion, real or military created. Cut ties to all holographic machines, the computers that run them, and all satellites. When they try and communicate with each other, they receive nothing but white noise and lots of static, as well as their high-tech equipment malfunction and breakdown, along with the operators and technicians having memory problems as they become dyslexic around their equipment. I call to all possible bombs that may be planted inside or outside the stadium, including nuclear, and ask that you break down, become totally unfunctional. We command the angels and all cosmic beings to do whatever they need to see that all these weapons malfunction. Let's call the violet flame through all symbols and music used during the halftime ritual, neutralizing all dark energy being sent out through the airwaves. We're putting up crystal shields on the outside of all TVs and computers, so no one will be affected by any ritual energy performed during halftime. As the energy is neutralized, the crystal shield changes the energy to an enlightened, uplifting, awakened spiritual energy that brings peace, joy, and harmony into all the homes and establishments that has the game on. We also call the higher selves of all those people that are watching the game and let them again reconnect to the Creator and become conscious of how all those football players are actually hurting themselves and giving themselves head injuries. And we want to call to Michael to cut the ties of the gladiator mentality that runs through the show, the energy of the Super Bowl. And as that energy is released, we send it through the violet flame back to God. And let's anchor the violet flame in the middle of the stadium and see it expand to fill up the whole Super Bowl stadium. All right, so let's fill this up with light and love. And we see everyone at the Super Bowl game having a delightful and safe experience, nothing happening, and see them becoming awakened spiritual beings. Nevertheless, that our will with thy will be done. And let's take a deep breath. And as we exhale, imagine that bubble now that's in the center of the stadium being released and manifesting. Okay, again, take a deep breath and feel that divine energy flow through you. And again, forming another bubble of light in the center of the stadium over the big Earth Keeper crystal. And in this bubble of light, we're going to cut the satanic Luciferian energy from the entertainment industries. Let there be light in the name of the presence of God, which I am, through the magnetic power of the sacred fire vested in me, I command. We cancel clear all Illuminati thoughts that it is their destiny to rule. We cancel clear the law of Thelma, which is there is no law beyond do what thou wilt. We cancel clear all pledges to the Rock Nation, Gotti, and the Rain Man. We cancel clear the energy that is creating a satanic religion out of hip-hop music. We cancel clear all ties to the Illuminati references, symbols of the Temple of the Sun, and we cut ties to all the Masonic symbols. Cancel clear, cancel clear, cancel clear them all. We command Michael and your band of angels to cut ties to all satanic symbols, including the obelisk, dome, eye, triangle, the pyramid, the five-pointed star, black and white checkerboard squares, masquerade Illuminati balls, including people wearing the costume mask, black hats, the all-seeing eye, as well as subliminal messages that show one eye being covered, a shape of the pyramid, the sun owl, a rainbow Baphomet, and the sign of the 666 made with their fingers. Peace sign next to the eye, including the devil's horn sign. Violet flame, the energy to neutralize and transmute all subliminal symbols and signs. We anchor the violet flame in all pictures that show these signs, especially in entertainment of all kinds, including anything recorded on TV, movies, videos, radios, computer arts, magazines, the YouTube videos that can be rebroadcast, as well as all concerts promoting Satan. We now anchor the violet flame in all satanic Luciferian concerts, lectures, all entertainment, done past, present, and future. As the violet flame blazes through this misused energy, it transmutes it to love, and now nothing but love flows from those concerts. We cut off energy ties these satanic artists send out to the audience during their concert to lower everyone's energy and vibrations and to amplify their own dark works. As we cut this energy to pieces, the violet flame automatically transmutes that energy to light. So the audience receives an energy that will awaken them so they now see truth. Walk out of the concerts and stop supporting satanic artists that have sold their souls to Satan. We call to the higher selves of all concert goers and ask if it's for their highest good, they are now reconnected to the Creator, then let it be done now. As they become awakened spiritual beings, the veils are lifted from them so they see clearly how they're being used and stop supporting these satanic artists. See, all these concert fans, stop buying their clothing, records, tapes, movies. Let all these people be awakened to the trends these satanic artists are trying to start and choose not to be a part of it. We ask the divine to remove the veils around all these concert goers, fans, letting them now hear the words of the songs, see the satanic symbols, and choose not to buy the records nor support these satanic artists in any way. Instead, let the fans become aware of the artists that they have held true and not sold their souls. See all those artists being held true, being given lots of abundance and support. I command Michael the Archangel to go and cut the ties all these demonic forces have attached themselves to, including entertainers, singers, actors, comedians, athletes, people, places, animals, in any concert or public venue. As the demonic forces are cut, we tie and bind them, send them through the violet flame to help them clean up their energies, then send them back to God, filling that space up with an angel of love. We cut the ties to all rituals, calling in the demonic forces that are done in any concert or public venue, anchoring the violet flame to transmute that energy back to light. We cut ties to all music that has had magic done to it to be successful, as well as all satanic magic rituals, conjuring up demons and commanding them to attach themselves to the master copies of music and music videos. We cut these demons from all album covers and music, tie and bind them, sending them through the violet flame to transmute their energies back to light and send them back home to God. We now fill that space up with an angel of enlightenment. Amplify the energy of the violet flame to burn throughout the world between the hours of 11 p.m. and 4 a.m. to counter any dark magic being done at these times. As the flames blazes, it transmutes all that satanic magic to light, becoming neutral, harming nothing. For those people that want to leave the club of Satan, and if it's for their highest good, we cut ties to all oaths, vows, rituals, and sexual orgies that people are made to do to join the club of Lucifer. May they be guided to people who will help them regain their souls and lives back. We cut the ties to all the writings and all the Georgia guide stones, again, anchoring the violet flame to the stones to transmute and neutralize all written words. We call to the Creator to remove all veils of confusion, darkness, and magic over all our children. As they reconnect with the Creator, let them awaken to the light and choose to stay away from satanic artists and their music. To also remove the veils over the parents so they're able to see clearly the satanic signs, hear the words, and not allow their kids to listen nor partake in any concerts that flash satanic hand signs and subliminal messages. Stop satanic child abuse in the entertainment industry. See people awaken and stop supporting the satanic entertainers, musicians, athletes, politicians that have sold their souls to the devil for fame. See these concert halls becoming empty when satanic sellouts want to bring their tours to town. We call the higher selves of all the music, movie, radio, publishing companies to step forward into the light of the divine creator. Stop being Satan's puppet. If you choose to break free, we send you all the energy to your life force, as well as all the inspiration you need to do this without being hurt nor harmed. If you choose not to walk in the light of God and stay bound to Satan, Lucifer, which is your free will, I ask your higher self and guardian angel to put you in a position of harmlessness. I ask the Creator to cut ties to all your money gotten from serving Satan. I place you in a bubble of mirror that is facing you 2 inches from your nose that will contain any dark energy or messages you wish to put out. I add the violet flame to the bubble of mirror to transmute all evil energy so you have no forward movement of any kind. This bubble of mirror stays up 24/7, 365 days a year until you choose to do works of good. And as always, not our will, but thy will be done. Let's fill this bubble of light up with light and love and take a deep breath and release it to manifest on the planet. So again, take a deep breath and feel that divine energy flow down, out your arms, out your hands, into the center, forming another bubble of light. And in this bubble of light, we're going to cut the ties that binds earth and humanity to Satan. Let there be light in the name of the presence of God, which I am, through the magnetic power, the sacred fire vested in me, I command. We call to Michael the Archangel to take his sword of blue flame and cut ties to all satanic magic around all life forms, organic, inorganic, including all movie stars, all singers and illusion makers, the music, TV, movie, cable, and radio communication fields, industry, politicians, leaders, religious leaders, military personnel of all ranks, and all decision makers, plants and animals worldwide. Anyone who will sacrifice their spiritual values for power, knowledge, or material gain. A Phautasian pact. This includes all skins. This magic is written on no matter where Satan keeps it hidden. As ties to all satanic black magic and pacts that were made with Satan are cut, we call the violet flame to clean up all that dark energy. And then we send the angel light energy to heal it. Then fill it up with the Creator's divine love. We command the skins and parchments to now be neutral, only emitting love. I call upon the fire elemental to blaze and burn in all the vaults of Satan, and everywhere these skins and parchments of magic are kept. Let the flame do the final cleansing. I now see all satanic vaults, ethereal or in physical, in flame and burning till all skins and parchments that contracts are written on are in ashes. All trusts are hereby dissolved through the sacred trust that God has with humans to set us free. We cut all black magic, satanic ties, and binds Satan has placed on all life forms, souls, the planet Earth, going back to the time when Satan was cast out of heaven, through this present time and future of our planet. As the ties and binds to this energy, and all souls are now cut free from your bondage, Satan owns no one. The people of this planet all have their very own direct link to God the Creator, thus in charge of all dominion on the planet. You do not own the world, humans, or any souls on this planet or anywhere. We can imagine our own sacred trust with the Creator ourselves. Satan, you're fired. We now reconnect all these souls to the Creator, helping them become an awakened, conscious spiritual being. We cut the ties to all of Satan's trust he has set up, claiming all real estate as his, then binding that in magic. We again cut the ties with this trust, call the violet flame to clean it up, the angel light energy to heal, then we reconnect it to God. Now we command it to be neutral, to only emit love. We call forth the fire elemental to burn this magic and all it is written on to ashes. This trust is hereby dissolved by the light of God, the Creator, and everything that is holy. We cut ties to Satan and all trust that makes people slaves. We again cut the ties to this magic and the bonding of it with Satan. We call the violet flame through it to clean up the energy, angel light to heal it, then we reconnect it to the Creator, commanding it to be neutral. We again call to the fire elemental to blaze through this magic till it's cleansed by fire to ashes and dust. I see the storage vaults, physical or an etheric, in physical flame now. We now see all veils and overlays over all souls being removed, allowing everyone to reconnect to their higher selves, becoming awakened spiritual beings, fully aware of their divine missions and purposes. We cut all ties with the trust called C'est Suis Qui Vie, claiming all souls to Satan and the Catholic Church. As these ties are cut, we call the violet flame to clean it up, the energy light energy to heal, fill it up with the Creator's love. Now we command it to be neutral, to only emit love. I call the fire elemental to burn the skin it's written on till ashes. See all souls being set free, again becoming awakened spiritual beings. We cut all ties and magical contracts Satan has had with the Roman Vatican Church Empire and with Hitler. All concordats are now dissolved by the violet flame, healed in angel light, reconnected the Creator, now becoming neutral or only emitting love. The energy of the first through the Fourth Reich is now dissolved. We call to the higher selves of all beings worshiping Satan, past, present, future, to step forward in the light of God and renounce Satan, all lies, deceptions, chaos, and wars you create. If you choose not to, which is your free will, I call to your higher self and guardian angel to put you all in positions of harmlessness now. We remove all veils, overlays you have placed on each other, cut the oaths you have taken together, binding you to each other and your projects, now removed. For those who choose to stay with Satan, again, your free will, we place you all in a bubble of mirror. The mirror faces you, so any dark energy you try and send out will stay contained. We add the violet flame to cleanse this energy so it does not gain any strength. This bubble of mirror will stay up 24/7, 365 days a year from here through eternity. It will dissolve when you choose to work in the light of the Creator and not Satan. Until then, this bubble keeps you powerless. So fill that one up with light and love. And let's also take a deep breath. And as we exhale, release that bubble to manifest on the planet. So again, feel that energy flow down you and out your arms, down out your hands, out your heart chakra, your throat, your third eye, all forming a beautiful bubble of light. And in the bubble, we're going to place all the reptilians on the planet, whatever reptilian race they are from. If they are doing any kind of dark works, they're going into this bubble. So let there be light in the name of the presence of God, which I am through the magnetic power, the sacred fire vested in me, I command. We call to the Creator who has all the data, past, present, and future of the reptilian personal blueprint to activate the information that allows for healing of all thoughts and memories that are blocking and holding reptilians back at this time from moving forward into the light, into enlightenment. We ask the Creator that if it's for the highest good of the earth and all life forms, that the Creator steps in, neutralizing the single white chromosome that is added to the reptilians' DNA that makes the reptilians more aggressive and warlike. We see it being replaced with a chromosome that makes them kinder and compassionate, compelling them to speak only truth. We ask the Creator to reactivate the hormone in the reptilian brain that allows them to become awakened spiritual beings. This also lets the reptilians now be released from all addiction they have to the dense physical world and all the sensation it offers. Let this release be done now. We cut all ties and cancel clear all reptilian DNA energies activated by the vibrational frequencies created by the Illuminati, satanic, secret society rituals that activate demon possession by the reptilians, especially in those that have the reptilian bloodline or are reptilian human hybrids. We are now cutting ties and removing all blueprint overlays that suppresses reptilian souls. As these overlays are removed, they are now open to a spiritual existence. This also allows them to balance their male-female energies, which will also allow the reptilians to create a third force of pure divine potential. We cancel clear all Illuminati secret society rituals that are activating the reptilian DNA in reptilians as well as human hybrids. Instead, we see these rituals being reversed and now empowering reptilians to reconnect to source. Love can and is changing their genetic code, reconnecting them to the Creator, becoming awakened spiritual beings that have unlimited potential. We ask the creators to give reptilians special grace and unlock the doors in their minds that are keeping them from connecting to the higher frequency of light. Release all that which are holding them back. I ask all the creators to close down the reptilian part of the brain and open up the divine God brain, filling them up with whatever high vibration is needed to shift them so everyone gets to go into the golden age, leaving no one behind. Send these beings and entities whatever vibration, sound, color, and memories of being connected to the Creator they need so they gently evolve into the light. The Creator, the higher selves, and angels know exactly what each one needs and are sending it to them as we speak. As more reptilians awaken, see us propelling ourselves far into the divine golden age, way beyond the Creator's wildest dreams of a golden age planet where humans, reptilians live in peace and harmony. And again, nevertheless, not our will, that thy will be done. Fill it up with light and love. And let's take a deep breath and release it. So again, feel that divine energy flow through your body. And we're going to create another bubble of light. And in this bubble of light, we want to put the Japanese Prime Minister, Abe, in it. And all the Yakuza and whoever is from whatever country is holding back all the knowledge and wisdom that can stop the Fukushima disaster. And if it includes anyone from the United States, we're putting them in that bubble. Any decision makers, all decision makers that are ignoring this. And we call to their higher selves and ask them to step forward and enlighten. If they choose not to, which is their free will, we ask their higher self and guardian angel to put them in a position of harmlessness and take them out of power now, replacing it with somebody that will fix the situation, allow new technology to come in, allow for new possibilities to work on Fukushima. We want all magic removed from around the Prime Minister and whoever else is making these bad decisions. And we're going to ask their higher selves and guardian angels to put them in a position of harmlessness. Let's put the Japanese people in this bubble. and send them lots of energy and courage. And we call to their higher selves not only to reconnect to the Creator, but be filled with all kinds of ideas and possibilities on not only how they can protest this, but they take the people in power out of power and put in somebody that will fix Fukushima or bring in new possibilities and allow it to be talked about without the threat of going to prison if you say Fukushima in Japan. We call to the higher selves of all the wives of all these people that are creating Fukushima and ask them to reconnect to the Creator and start expressing themselves more. And if they have to, hold back the sex from their husbands and their boyfriends so they don't get it until they realize that they're hurting their own families with what they're doing. They're killing their own families and their friends and their people that they work with. They're killing themselves. Remove those veils and overlays so everyone is conscious, they see it, and they work out solutions. And they allow anyone, anywhere in the planet that has a solution to stop Fukushima to come in and put it into action. So fill this bubble up with light and love, and let's take a deep breath and release it. So again, feel that divine energy flow through you and direct it toward the center, forming another bubble of light. And in this bubble of light, I want you to put all your children and all the children on the planet. And let's remove all the veils and overlays that's keeping them from connecting with the Creator, from being an awakened spiritual being filled with new possibilities. Remove the veils and energy overlays off of their parents, so their parents see their children's gifts and allows them to develop them. And may the children draw to them all the people that they need to help them develop their gifts. Remove that energy that's around children that is getting children to hurt other children. And as they reconnect to the Creator, let's send energy into their heart so their heart chakras open and see that connect with their brain. So they become awakened spiritual beings filled with their missions and purposes, and they know better to hurt or harm. And see them, all these little kids, hugging each other and helping each other move forward. Enjoy. And for those children that don't have parents, we ask that people of light, whether they're single, married, whatever religion they are, as long as it's religion of light and they're good people and they walk in the light, let them find children to adopt. Let those adoptions be divine and see many of those children being adopted. Let's put in this bubble of light all the child soldiers of Joseph Kony and remove that dark magical energy from them. And we command Michael to go there and get those children away from Joseph Kony and his pedophile ring in Africa. And we ask that the children be guided to the villages that take them in and become their parents, to be guided to everything they need to heal, body, mind, and spirit, and be given their divine missions and purposes and ways to bring it through, to develop them. And we ask that the divine Creator remove all those veils and energies from around the children that are keeping them from learning. And let this be a joyful experience. And let's put all the teachers in this bubble of light, and we call to their higher selves and ask that they become awakened spiritual beings and that they're guided to teach in ways that makes this information not only so the children can understand it, but it's practical and it's information that they can apply in their lives. And we want money set aside for the schools, for the arts and the music, so the children can develop their right brains. Now let's put all the parents in this bubble and all the children's family and see them all hugging each other. And children helping children. And, being sent the adult supervision. All right, and see these children being filled up with joy. So let's fill this up with light and love. And let's take a deep breath and release it. So let's do one more bubble of light. And in this bubble of light, I want to put the angels, all the deities, past, present, future, let them recharge, regenerate. The elemental kingdom, air, earth, fire, and water, the angels, the archangels, your guardian angels, see them recharge and regenerate. All the light workers on the planet, let them be given a big dose of light and divine inspiration to take their missions forward. I want to put in all your prayers, all your wishes, your dreams, your hopes, your desires. If it's in a line for your highest good, may you receive them and be given energy to you. Let everything good on the planet be given positive forward movement. All right, fill this up with light and love, and let's take a deep breath and release it. So we're going to close this circle, and we're going to do 3 ohms. And, I don't care what you sound like. If we put everybody's voices together, we would be in harmony, because that's what the big crystal in the center does. So do 3 ohms with me to close it. Om. 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 Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. May all the divine beings in all the worlds be happy. So be it. So now let's ground. I want you to put your feet on the ground and feel that earth energy come up your legs. And with every breath, feel yourself grounding, becoming back in body. If you have that hematite, then go grab it and hold it until you're not lightheaded. If you want, go hug a tree. Send your excess energy into the tree and then ask the tree to send you energy back, and you'll ground. Go eat something, go take a nice bath. This will all help you relax and release some of that energy and come down a little bit. So thank you so much from all my heart for joining in on this light work. It's incredible. I feel so blessed being able to be here and to share this with you. So now, on a lighter note, since we have a little bit of time left, has anybody seen the new Star Wars movie? Oh, I'm sure you all have. And if you haven't, don't worry about it. It's not something you're really missing. Oh, my bad. Okay. I thought it was one of the longest movies I ever sat through. It was like watching an old video game of Star Wars. Okay. It really kind of mind screwed me because, in a way, and did you know this was like Star Wars number 7? Oh my God. I mean, kill me. Okay. So now in the movie, and I'm not going to give the whole movie away. Trust me, it's impossible to do. But I will say that Han Solo had a relationship in the past with Princess Leia, right? So now, Princess Leia is pretty cute, but she's kind of short, brown hair, brown eyes, and Harrison Ford, not real tall, brown hair, brown eyes, right? They have a son, right? So you go look at the son. The son is tall, real thin, white as a ghost, and this black hair you wouldn't believe. I'm just looking at this guy who says he's their son, and looking at Princess Leia, and I'm looking at Han Solo, and I'm going, no, Princess Leia, you screwed around on Han Solo, didn't you? Okay, and I'm sure that's going to be in number 8. Now, the only one they killed off in this movie, sorry to say, because I mean, it dragged on so bad, you're kind of wishing for the bad guys to kill everybody off so there wouldn't be another sequel. But there will be, because the only person that died, I don't care. Yeah, he got whatever, if you've seen it or not, is Han Solo. But trust me, they'll probably bring him back. And, come number 8, 9, and 10. There's supposed to be 5 more Star Wars. Han Solo and Princess Leia is going to be coming out in walkers or a wheelchair. You know what I mean? They're not young chickies anymore. So, Han Solo, he got killed off, and they'll probably bring him back as a ghost. Somehow they'll get him in. And they left it, all these loose ends. And at the end, all I'm going to say is, at the end, I just went, you've got to be kidding me. You left it like this with all these, oh my God, you're going to do a sequel. Kill me. I am not going to see the sequel. Oh my God. Anyway, so that was my review of Star Wars. I hope yours was a little bit better. Just wait for it to come on Netflix. You're not, seeing anything that's really wow. Unless you really like to look at the old stars, because they are old. They got to be in their 70s now. They did look good, but come on, Anyway, so much for Star Wars. It's a good movie to go see when you're shopping, right? Yeah, it was a holiday thing, but Lord, I mean, kill me. Anyway, I won't be doing the sequels, and that's how it is. So please focus on enlightenment. 2016, we are manifesting it. The powers that be are so fearful of this happening. They censor me right and left. It's unbelievable. They are so freaking creative, right? But the truth still gets out. And they censor me on Facebook. But I kind of call it blowback, because it forces me to go out in other avenues. Like I said, I'm becoming a Twitter whore, and doing more on Facebook. And I can't do more on Facebook because they put me in Facebook jail. But on LinkedIn, I'm doing more, and just the radio shows and talking to people about it and really putting the word out. But that's the only way we're going to start and really get the movement going. You got to talk about it till you see everybody talking about it, And you'll know how successful we are is by what's happening on the earth. And everybody comes up to me and they're going, God, did you see this? Did you see this? And I go, no, what's happening? And truthfully, I don't pay attention to any of that anymore. I pay attention on enlightenment and how we can manifest enlightenment. And how can I get information out to other people so they can become more aware, and helping you remember what you've forgotten, because that's what it's all about. Enlightenment is going to come about through group energy and no other way. There's not going to be one person alone doing a solo thing going, oh, aren't I great? I'm it. I'm the leader. No, there's many leaders. If you're manifesting and working on enlightenment, you're a leader. If you're putting that word out and talking about enlightenment, you're a leader. It's worldwide. Everybody's got to get involved. And when you get enough people involved, you've got the 100 monkey thing going. And you tip it, the energy, and we just quantum leap into that golden age. And that doesn't mean that it's all over and it's going to be, oh, la, 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 life is good, nothing, we're going to have so much work. There's going to be so many people, first off, that are going to be enlightened, that need knowledge, that are looking for guidance. And then there's the cleanup. We're going to be doing the cleanup. There's a lot of cleanup that's going to be needed, if you know what I mean, all over the planet. And when people are an awakened spiritual beings and understand they have unlimited potential, it'll be easy. You know what I mean? Not a problem. We can do it. So when you come in and you listen to my program and you join in, you're amplifying light and we're putting it out on the airwaves, which is what the other side does, and they do it well. That's why they do the Super Bowl thing. And if you watch some of the other movie star, they do award ceremonies, you'll see it's pretty satanic, and people are just looking at it going, what the hell? And then you go, oh, well, they're doing a ritual. You're seeing it. So instead of going, what the hell? What are they doing? Neutralize it. See all that energy going nowhere. See, especially for Super Bowl. And imagine all the men and women watching Super Bowl connecting to the Creator to become an awakened spiritual being, so they don't fall for any of that satanic ritual energy that's coming out of their TV that we just neutralized. So while you think about it, just, see all that energy being neutralized, not a big deal. And again, if you really want to help enlightenment on the planet, all you have to do is chant, may divine enlightenment descend down around everyone now. Chant with me. May divine enlightenment descend down around everyone now. May divine enlightenment descend down around everyone now. May divine enlightenment descend down around everyone now. And if you go on YouTube, and I've got that chant on as a YouTube video, and I just did chanting to the violet flame. So if you really need to burn off some energy, you'll be able to watch that video. And, it's going to amplify what you do. So one more time, if you need to really think of something that can help the world, besides just putting out that energy of love, chant, may divine enlightenment descend down around everyone now. Or you can get creative. May divine enlightenment and joy descend down around everyone. May divine enlightenment and joy descend down around all life forms. You can change the words. Just put divine in front of it, and you're calling that divine energy down. May divine energy surround the planet and touch everyone. But I like it simple. May divine energy descend down around everyone now. May divine enlightenment descend down around everyone now. May divine enlightenment descend down around everyone now. May divine enlightenment descend down around everyone now. Boy, it'll be fun if somebody plays with music. We can put that to music and make a little CD out of that. Oh, that would be so incredible, wouldn't it? And then we can put it online and it'd be music to chant to. So thank you again for listening and allowing yourself to do selfless service for the planet. It means a lot. Your energy means a lot. Every positive thought you put out, every act of kindness, it helps the planet go a little bit higher into the light. So keep doing it. And, if what's happening on the earth is getting you down, then stop listening. Stop looking at it. Put your attention back on the light, on working with the energy of love, on working with the energy of the violet flame. And if you go to my website, www.angellightome.com, I do have a book with a lot of the power prayers there. Or if you go to my Facebook page, and if you go under all my notes, I think I have like 150 power prayers and notes out there that you can choose from. There is something, I've written just about something for everything out there, that you don't have to be powerless. You can take it, put your energy into it, and know that you're creating a positive change. You are not helpless. Remember, you're the spiritual being having an earth experience. You are unlimited, and you have unlimited potential. And on that note, have a great week and aloha.